Hi students, welcome to yet another session of my class. We are going to discuss a new poem that is Possibilities by Wisława Szymborska. Yes, we are going to discuss our last poem in the first module that is Possibilities by Wisława Szymborska. Let us discuss something about our poet Wisława Szymborska. Wisława Szymborska, she was born on 1923 and died on 2012, and she is known as a Polish poet and Nobel laureate of 1996. That is, she got Nobel Prize in Literature in 1996, and she was born in Kornik, Western Poland. So, for 1 mark, it is important. She is known as a Polish poet. She was born in Kornik. She was from Western Poland. Her family later shifted to Krakow, where she lived till her death. After some time, her family moved to or shifted to Krakow, and there she lived till her death. She pursued her education secretly. Yes, she pursued her education secretly when Second World War broke out. Towards the end of the war, she worked with the railroads to protect herself from being deported to the forced labor camps in Germany. Yes, after towards the end of the war, she worked herself with the railroads to protect herself from being deported to the forced labor camps in Germany. We all know that these are all the consequences of the World War. That is, people were forced to for people were deported to the forced labor camps in Germany. So she tried to escape from that situation. That's why she worked with the railroads to protect herself from being deported to the forced labor camps in Germany at the end of the Second World War. Occasionally, she also worked as an illustrator. Sometimes she also worked as an illustrator. Between 1945 and 1948, Wisława studied Polish literature and sociology but did not graduate due to financial difficulties. During that period, that is between 1945 and 1948, a poet studied Polish literature as well as sociology, but she did not graduate due to financial difficulties. Then she published her debut poem, Looking for a Word, in a Polish daily in 1945. Then, after some time, she published her debut, that is the first poem, that is Looking for a Word. For 1 mark, it is important. Looking for a Word. She published her debut poem, Looking for a Word, in a Polish daily in the year 1945. Between 1953 and 1981, she worked as poetry editor and columnist for the Krakow Literary Weekly. Maybe 1 mark question may be asked. She worked as poetry editor and columnist for the Krakow Literary Weekly between the years 1953 and 1981. Then she published 16 collections of poetry, and many of her poems have been translated into other languages. That is, she published almost 16 collections of poetry, and many of her poems have been translated into other languages. Her poetry is marked by a striking universality which allows for widely varied readings. That is, most of her poems dealt with that striking universality that is marked by, that is one of the features of her poems. Her poetry is marked by a striking universality which allows for widely varied readings. This is about our poet. Then, what is the background of the poem Possibilities? So let us discuss something about our poem, that is the background of the poem Possibilities. The poem Possibilities is noted for its simplicity and directness. From the title itself, we can understand something, that is possibilities. That is, we have so many possibilities or choices in our life. And this particular poem is noted for its simplicity and directness. At the same time, it points to deep philosophical reflections. Yes, from the title, uh, we think that it may be a simple topic, but at the same time, it points to or it expresses some deeper philosophical reflections. The power of the poem comes from the repetition of the word prefer. Yes, when we go through the poem, we can see that each and every line she started with the I. I prefer. That is, here the poet, she is trying to emphasize her preferences in her life. She is trying to express her choices or her preferences she chooses in her life. So I prefer movies, I prefer cats, I prefer the ox, etc. That is the poem. That is, when we go through the poem, we can understand that. That means the power of the poem comes from the repetition of the word prefer. Prefer. We all have such preferences in our life. We all have choices in our life. So it stresses that all love involves a choice. Yes. At this point, we can remember one great poet, that is Robert Frost. His very famous poem, The Road Not Taken. In that particular poem, he also mentioned choice. That is, in life, we have so many choices in front of us. And to take the best decision at the right time is the important thing in our life. That is the choice or the road we have to choose. In front of us, we have, yes, in that particular poem, yes, there are two roads. That is the choice, that is the decision making in our life. Here also, it stresses that all love involves a choice. All thing in our life, it has choice. It stresses, this particular poem stresses that all love involves a choice, which implies that there is always a need to give up loving something else. From that choice, there is a hidden meaning or underlying meaning in that word, I prefer, or this is my choice, which shows or which implies that there is always a need to give up loving something else. Turning to something always involves turning away from many other possibilities. That is the implication here. That is the need to give up loving something else. That is, I prefer this, I prefer green color. There are so many colors here, green, black, white, red, etc. But I prefer green. That means I try to reject all other colors for green. That means there is always a need to give up loving something else. That is, at one time we have to make only one choice or one decision. That means turning to something always involves turning away from many other possibilities. That is, we have so many choices or possibilities in front of us in our life. And among those possibilities, we are going to choose or prefer only one at a particular time. So, turning to something always involves turning away from many other possibilities. Yes, turning away from many other possibilities or choices. That is the thing, that is the underlying meaning that is involved in that word possibilities. It stresses that all love involves a choice, which implies that there is always a need to give up. Give up means that abandon or to give up loving something else. That means turning to something always involves turning away from many other possibilities. Hence, the responsibility lies in deciding. So the responsibility lies in what? Deciding. That is the decision that we are going to take in a particular situation. Responsibility lies in deciding. So Simboska's reflections are prompted not by abstract ideas, but by concrete and ordinary experiences. Here, Simboska, with the help of this particular poem, her reflections are prompted or expressed not by abstract ideas. Here, with the help of this particular poem, she is trying to express those choices in our life or those possibilities in our life. And also, she shows that responsibility in taking decision, that is to take right decision at the right time or the preferences in our life. So here she is trying to explain those preferences with the help of concrete and ordinary experiences, not by any abstract ideas like God or any type of feeling, something like that. But she, here in this particular poem, we can see that she opted all concrete and ordinary experiences in her life to show that responsibility or to show that possibilities in our life or to show that choices in our life. That is the significance of the title possibilities. It is not just a simple term, but it has its own deep philosophical reflections, and it stresses that responsibility in taking a right decision at the right time. And also it emphasizes that preferences or possibilities or choices in our life. I think all of you understand this session. That is about the poet and about the background of our poem. So students, there is a homework for you, and the homework is write an introduction or write a note on the write a note about a poet and about the background of the poem. Write your homework and send back to me. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you again.